Hey guys, so good evening to everyone. I'm making this video on a Saturday evening as part of our stocks by request session. I haven't had the chance to make a lot of videos in my primary channel because of the schedule, but rest assured we're gonna make as much content for you guys as possible. So for this video, I want to talk about four stocks, three Philippine stocks and one US stock. And as you all know, US tech stocks over the past few days have had a lot of volatility. That's why in the video prior to this, I talked about the movement of those particular stocks, especially the ones that are connected to tech. But for this video, we have one tech stock. Then we're gonna drill in and talk about three stocks in the Philippines, two conglomerates, and then one highly connected to food. So, by the way, if you're new to this, my name is Marvin Germo. I'm a stock market trader and investor, and I've been investing in the markets for more than a decade now, and I created two YouTube channels. One is Marvin Gurmo, and this one where you're at called Stock Investing Made Easy. And the growth and the heart of why I keep making videos like this is just to give you a framework, just to share how I do it, my principles, my strategies. And I don't know, I just really want to give as much value and content to as much Filipinos as possible because I really believe that, especially in the time that we're in right now, it's time for more Filipinos to learn, to build new skills, to allow themselves to be able to create a framework where they can make money. It doesn't even have to be the stock market, but in my opinion, the stock market is one of the best investments out there. So if you want videos like this, like, share, and subscribe, and be part of this growing number of Filipinos learning how to trade the markets with confidence. So for this video, I want to start to talk about and drill in first with the index. As you all know, I've been zooming and talking about the index also before I talk about the certain stocks that I've wanted to analyze. So for this video, if you try to analyze it, the entire downtrend progression that we've been trying to look at since we started doing the series is still pretty much intact. But what's very interesting though is this: the support level that I plotted here at around the 5685 level is sort of holding. It tried to go down, hit this direction last September 2. Then it hit it again September 3. It stayed above this level. Then September 4. So please do note we have a legit support here. If this continues to stay above ground and hold, again, the next possible narrative and direction for it is it will attack the 5962 level. But we're not yet there pa naman. It still is a great way off until we hit that level. Please do note at this point also, this is very close to where the 20-day moving average is. So this entire area confirms whatever resistance that we have here. So please write it down. Current, nothing has changed. 5685 to 5688 is our support level. Our resistance level is at the 5960 level. And if you zoom out also, we're still pretty much on our downtrend progression. So that's it for the index. I want to start with Pure Foods. So if you look at Pure Foods, oh sorry, not Pure Foods, na later pa guys, later pa yung Facebook. But yeah, their stock codes are the same, and that's a tricky part. If your charting software has different markets, so lalabas lahat siya all together, especially mga kakapareho. For Pure Foods, as you can see, this is a large push up for the stock. It moved up from the drop in March. So this particular move was around here from 44 all the way up here to 72. It made it go up around 64%. But if you notice it, it formed a resistance here as confirmed by this. After doing that, we saw the index, we saw uh, Pure Foods San Miguel start to go down again, forming this. This is the current progression of where San Miguel Pure Foods is as of now. Allow me to clean this first. So before I tell the analysis, is one thing's very sure. It's bounced up from the drop last March, got blocked by the resistance here. That's why it went up around 60+%. Now, after hitting that, it started also to slide down, which is what we're seeing here. But as you can see, it right here, right now, it's trying to hold a certain support level. Your support level is at the 61 peso level as of this point in time. So trading plan will be is every time it hits 61, bounces off 61, it's a buy signal. Target price for you guys will be at the 72.2 range. Right now, it's not at the resistance. It's also not at the support. But if you try to analyze it, it's also forming a smaller and weaker resistance here. So Common plan is just to wait, exercise patience until it hits this and starts to bounce. If it tries to do this, in my opinion, don't you don't have to really buy that yet, because if you look, sorry about that. If you look at this, distance here is, it may not be as attractive for a lot of people. So if you want to maximize it, try to wait until it hits this level. Make your trading plan 61.5, buy from the bounce of 61.5, drops below this, cut losses, set your target price initially here to 68. Then your next possible trading range will be around the 72 level. So your distance from the first support to the first resistance is around 10.7%, which is quite decent. But if I'll zoom out also, if you notice it here, the only thing that's showing us a bearish distinction for San Miguel basically, or Pure Foods basically, is the 200-day moving average. If you're trying to see it, this is what's blocking it right now. But what's so interesting is if you try to project a line here, from here to here, you would note that that particular downtrend is already broken. It's now legitly consolidating and moving sideways. So there, comment below if you're learning. Comment if this is something that's helping you and giving you a great context on where the market is headed and how you can analyze the markets with confidence. So the next stock that I'd like to zero in on is its parent company, the larger conglomerate San Miguel Corporation (SMC). If you notice it, I'll zoom out also, so we have context already on how the greater trend would look like. So if I'll try to connect even this particular area, if you try to connect, I'll just connect it for you guys first. If you connect this area, this downward steeping movement, which brought the index, which brought SMC down around 55%, and which brought it down at a much lower 40 plus percent, is already broken. What we're seeing right now for San Miguel is it's moving sideways, with your sideways progression at the 94.82 level, and then your resistance is at the 1.84 level. This gives you a 10 to 11% tradable range. So what you can do is, again, similar to to Pure Foods, exercise patience, and then wait for it until it hits this level. Start to pick it up and start to buy here. Set your target price here at the 104 level. Again, if the 94.82 level does not hold, make sure that if you are trading this, it would be a good position for you also to cut loss, because the downside risk for the stock is still pretty much evident. It could, if selling continues, possible downside will be 13.8% to as low as around 23% for the short term. So again, tradable range, bounce from 94.8, set your target price to the 104.9 or 105 level for San Miguel. So comment below if you're learning. Comment if this is something that's helping you and adding value to you and giving content to you, helping you have confidence on a weekend. Please remember, I've been saying this all the time. What you do on a weekend, what you do on your free time, will determine also how rich you will be. Are you building your skills, or are you just entertaining yourself? And I'll say this over and over. Those that make it, those that go far, are those that spend the time to build their skills, spend the time to learn more, and enhance whatever money making abilities they have. And technicals is one of them. So let's continue. Let's look at GT Capital. GT Capital, again, another conglomerate in the Philippine markets. What's so interesting about GT Capital is, if you try to look at the large drop that happened last March, it went as low as here, 285 pesos per share. Right now, it's still sliding here. This is the downward progression of where it is. But if you look at the 200-day moving average, which dictates everything here, it's still pushing and confirming whatever downward path, whatever downward trajectory we're actually having. So if I'll connect these areas to here, it's still this downward path, this downward progression is still evident. If I'll put a resistance here, this should have been the range uh where GT Capital should have been progressing and moving. This is the support and resistances that I'm plotting. So what we see right now is this. This support level, which held its ground sana, and we have not seen GT Capital drop below the 386 level since June 5. But as of last week, it showed a breakdown here. And now, that being said, if selling continues, selling pressure would continue, possibility that it will progress and hit and go back to the 353 level. So what you can watch out for: hits 353, bounces off 353, buy there, set your target to the 387 level, moves higher than that, set your next target to the 425 level, moves higher than that to the 453 level, then to the bigger and stronger resistance at the 480 level. So it's all hinged on it hitting the 352 level and it bounces, and that will be your signal for buying. Please remember, I'll say this again. The last time it hit this level was around May. We have not seen GT Capital go to this level since May, but we also have not seen GT Capital break down of the 385, 386 support level since June 4, 2020. Prevailing trend for GT Capital is still massively bearish. Prevailing trend and for GT Capital also for the short term is, please write the 389 support level and resistance level, and then 354 support level. It has to go back to 389 before it has a shot to actually move and push higher also. Now let's continue. Let's look at the last stock that I'd like to analyze, Facebook. As you all know, I've been a very, very big, massive tech fan. Very, very clear also for Facebook that you have a resistance at the 303 level. Very, very clear also that you have a support level at the 270 level, which is confirmed by this, and also confirmed by the 20-day moving average, and also confirmed by the bounce that we're seeing here. So that being said, this could be the probable range for Facebook over the next few days, unless proper selling happens. If more selling happens, possible downside risk is Facebook could drop to around the 280 248 level. If selling continues further, it could drop to 226, and selling happens further, it could go to the 208 level. So please just write this down. 246, 228, and then around the 208 level, which could be possibly the next support levels for the stock. But if it continues its bounces off this is the current progression. Buy as close as you can if you're a quick trader, 270, and then set your target at around the 305 level. This is around a 12% type of trade. If you are someone who likes following larger trends, larger movements, you can connect this all together, and the massive uptrend that Facebook did after this massive sell down that happened last March is still pretty much intact. So for those riding the uptrend, you're still currently up around 111%, which is good now. I'll say this all the time. I've been a very, very big fan of tech stocks. I've been a very, very big fan of Facebook. And that's what we talked about. So this is what we'll do. If you guys have any other comments, any other stocks that you guys want me to analyze, feel free to put them in the comment section below, and we're going to try to make new videos on top of your stocks by request. Or if you have a very, very personal question similar to what I've been doing, slide a DM on my Instagram account at Marvin Germo, and we're going to try to make videos based on your questions as well. And we have a community in Patreon, and we also have another community in YouTube. Link is in the description for those of you guys who want to be part of that. And for those who want to learn more about everything that I'm talking about, I have links in the description below for my books, for more video playlists in YouTube, and also some online collaborations and online courses with Chinkee Tan and Sean Si. There, all with one goal and one heart in mind, just to give you enough content and value that you get to trade the markets with confidence. So I guess that's it. If you got value from this, appreciate it also if you can like, share, and subscribe. Especially if you like it. The more you like it, helps YouTube know that the videos that I'm making also is something that's adding value to you. So I super appreciate it if it does give you value, and if you could like the video. So that's it for now. Marvin Germo on a very, very interesting weekend, and I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.